Batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Here, ready to move out.
The purpose of our two previous encounters is now very clear to me. I do not intend to be distracted by another. Good night, Mr. Bond.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration,
Who's that, Mum?
whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Let me think, just let me
I
think.
suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it!
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
We move south to find Navia.
Let Crixus and the other Gauls chase Lost Hope. Spartacus!
The decision's been made. We must stand as one. Or fall divided. A lesson hard learned. Shackle will be struck from every slave upon our path. We will see our numbers grow. And when they have become legion, we will face Glaber and the hordes of Rome again. And the gods shall weep for their suffering. Beep, beep.
Don't look too closely, then I'll see.
Welcome to another... Christ, that's going to be... Excuse me. That's going to be another... I hit on. Damn it. Here we go. I can't have one show without one fuck up. This is an explicit program. Please use your rest. Welcome to another episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today is June 14th, 2015, Sunday, June 15th, 2015. The original Red Pill Show is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please use at your own risk. The original Red Pill Show is copyrighted by me. No part of this podcast live voice over internet protocol on Spreaker.com, iTunes for your downloading convenience, and at Podbean, which you can get an app off of the Apple Store and App Store, and I think they got one for Android. It's copyrighted by me. No part of this program can be used, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent. Finally, the original Red Pill Show is opinionated. Therefore, the hosts especially, callers when we have them, 815-209-9700. My frickin' mic, why are you on my pedestal's loose? There we go. Therefore, 815-209-9700, Skype. Therefore, hosts, callers, guests, etc., whatever. People that are naughty in the chat room, in Twitter, shall be cast into the pits of hell forever and ever and ever if you're naughty. So opinions should never be taken as advice. If you're seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license if required. Person in his or her field there, little Tommy. Hey, man. The cow is going to fuck up on me, too? Hey, man. No, that's his name. You can always count on the rooster at the crack ass of dawn. How you doing? I'm doing... Hey, man. No! That's his name. Did you get it? Actually, I saw... I didn't watch. It was Side... What's that wine movie? Sidekick or Sidewinder or Side... What the hell is that movie? It's got that Paul guy in it. And it's the wine movie? Sideways. Thank you. Sideways. Never said that. Yeah, I don't know. I like that guy, but like I said, his best role, I think, was in Howard Stern's Private Parts again as Pig Bonnet. That was on, I don't know, his channel surfing, and I just caught, I don't know, last half hour of the movie, and he is just so great in that movie, getting pissed and everything. Oh, man. Anyway. So, what is shaking today? Again, boo-hoo, but I was out till almost 11 o'clock last night. Managed to watch the Hawks win. Got pretty aggressive in the end there, but congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks. At least we got one team that doesn't fuck up. Oops, here I am. Excuse me. So, I don't know. That was a very good thing to see last night. Little touchy. So, managed to see that, but I did not get home until, I don't know, 11-something-ish p.m. So I been working like crazy. Actually working. I'm not working now. I am out working, but not working, if that makes any sense. That's why I'm in my truck. So, anyway, The only thing I don't have is my guitar, and I spent quite a few, well, not quite a few, but like an hour on YouTube this morning with Eddie Van Halen, and I threw some tweets up there with links. I just love that, man. He's like, there was something, Guitar God Award or something, and Robert Downey Jr. gave him the award and introduced him, and again, Eddie Van Halen, according to what this was saying through Robert Downey Jr., has had no formal guitar training. And thank God. Thank God. He probably knows, I would have to assume he knows music some way or another. But as far as theory and all that, and, you know, I don't know, because he came up with stuff you can't even write music, you know, in musical form on a staff and measures. And I mean, how would you write two-hand tapping? I mean, yeah, how would you even write that? Except maybe a double treble staff. I don't know. One staff for the left hand and then one for the right. I don't know. How would you even write that? That's crazy. Kind of like a bass treble for piano, and you got to read that, which amazes me the piano players can even do that. But as far as two-handed tapping in a guitar, maybe that is how you write it. I don't know, but I wouldn't even begin to know how you could do that, unless you just show them all together with a curve or a slur, which is that's a slur, right? Man, it's been a long time. I think so. Slur is what you call it. I don't even know. Anyway, I was getting into that, and just amazing. That was 2009, and I don't know. Some kid did Unchained to like every note, every inflection, squealer, whatever, harmonic. He did it awesome. And he was playing a Gibson, though. He's made homemade Gibson wannabe Van Halen Frankenstrat thing. That's fine. I don't know. I'm not a huge Gibson fan by any means, but prefer Fender and maybe an ESP and PRS, and I don't know. I can't connect with a Gibson. Maybe a Les Paul with a locking drum. But in any case, this kid had it, man. He figured it out, and it was really awesome. And I was reading the comments on YouTube on his channel, and he's like, man, I can't believe how much response I get just from doing this cover. It's like it's fucking Eddie Van Halen, dude. Well, you know, what do you expect? So it's like seeing a supermodel or a Ferrari, and well, I didn't expect to get that much attention. Really? Okay, whatever. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to just say some things here, because I see some more followers, and I see some more listeners and downloads, and on the stats for the world, Mr. Bond, yes, Mexico is on there. And I'm like, that's really cool. Although, I'll say this, it kind of reminds me of yesterday. Mikkel Hastrup and Maya Shonen got interviewed by a Mexican radio station, I think. And no offense to anybody, but fuck, man. I mean, I waited for an hour. Like, okay. It's like... right after this commercial break, we're going to talk to them. Okay, hello. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, so anyway, I didn't get. It was weird because I was listening to it, and then I got cut off, and the Foo Fighters came on, which was cool with me. But I'm like, what happened? And then I had to reload my browser a few times, and this and that, and then I got to them, and I'm like, by that time I was just so irritated. So I gotta find the link. I think Maya sent it out again. I gotta listen to it, because I listen to any interview that anybody does, even if I got to sit for an hour, it's like, shit, man. Okay, whatever. Sure, there was a very good reason for it. Probably technical difficulties, which I can relate to, for sure. So, I gotta check that one out, too, but I just, I'm sipping on my pop there. I just had 2 Wiener for lunch, and man, they were really good. So, I think I'm just gonna do a little, what is this, why, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Well, the original Red Pill Show was born out of the financial meltdown in 2008, okay? Now, that was the beginning, okay? So this is the evolution, hopefully, of this show, because I'm not, per se, fixated or targeted or focused on why I'm here. The point is that I'm here. And even before that, with Chicago radio, I've always, not that this is radio, but I've always, there's 2 or 3 markets that are just kick-ass in radio, terrestrial radio. California, Chicago, and New York City. And if you can get on the air in any of those cities, you're just golden. You're it. You're going to probably be a legend if you're good enough. Well, I've been lucky enough to listen to Howard Stern simulcast. I've listened to Jonathan Brandmeier, Steve Dahl, Larry Lujack, and Tommy Edwards, Animal Stories of Old Tommy. That's where that comes from. That, and that's why I got the cow and the rooster. Because some people are listening to this and be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I don't get it. And I'm explaining it. Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do, and I'm explaining it now. Okay? So that's it. So I got a lot of that in me. California, I've never been there, but ironically, when I pull up the stats, they're the number 1 state that listens to this show. So I'm like, okay, that's really weird. So that's really weird, right? But the whole intro and then this new intro, and that it kind of gives you the vibe of what the original Red Pill Show is, and obviously it's around the ideologies and story of the movie The Matrix. Now you can say, it's a movie, dumbass. Yeah, it is, but there's a message in there, per se, or there's thinking and ideologies and analogies and power and corruption and greed and lessons to be learned, good against evil, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. Star Wars, all that's there. And I've always been amazed and intrigued by good versus evil. That's why I love sci-fi. A lot of people, it's stupid. Well, most sci-fi are good against evil. It's the good guys against the bad guys, except it's in a sci-fi realm or fantasy world, which is cool. Not to mention, I absolutely love music. Love it. Love it. One of my biggest passions. Guitar, motocross, martial arts, working out, and music, and kind of doing this too. So that's all mixed into it. But what motivated me to do this was the financial meltdown. Now, I used to call into places, and I was scared to death. I'm like, because I don't, shit, the phone's ringing. Please stand by. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, so anyway, that's going to put the kibosh on this. Duty calls, I got to go. So I'll maybe delete this one or continue. To be continued. So anyway, thanks for listening to me. I got to go to work. That's phone call, so it's like being a stupid doctor. No offense to anybody. So thanks for listening to me. God bless everybody, and have a great day. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show.